everyone, I'm Luke LCS, and today I'm clearing my throat. I mean today I am talking about something over gameplay footage. Wow, that's something I've never done before and completely has nothing to do with my channel, which is not sarcasm. It is making fun of the fact that my videos are inconsistent in style. So inconsistent that this time I'm not even doing a gameplay video. I'm just talking over gameplay. But it is my gameplay, and I almost made a video for some reason. So now at least this footage doesn't go to waste. But anyways, so essentially what I wanted to talk about was a little game that's currently in development by the people who made Nightmare House, a mod for Half-Life 2. Actually, I think Nightmare House 1 might have been a mod for Half-Life 2, I don't know. I know Nightmare House 2 is definitely a Half-Life 2 mod. I don't know about Nightmare House 1 at all. Like, literally at all. I just know it exists. But, yeah, so I want to talk about a little game called, the name. I should be able to think of names. What is my problem? Why am I even doing this? Why am I even But I wanted to talk about In Sound Mind. That's the name of it. Obviously, I wouldn't really know that. I wouldn't really know what it's like to be in sound mind, so maybe that's why I was having trouble thinking of the name. But essentially what I wanted to talk about was a little bit of a theory of what the game story might be. We've only had 2 or 3 very small teasers about it, but it looks really cool so far, and I'm going to provide links to 2 of the teaser videos down in the description below, so definitely go check them out. It looks really cool. When it does come out, I might play it on the channel, I might not. I might just play it by myself, because that can be fun too. Believe it or not, sometimes I don't have to play everything on the channel. Sometimes it's much better to play things not on the channel. But, yeah, so I'm gonna be, I might be doing that. I don't know. I'll decide then. Oh, by the way, gameplay footage, background footage, it is from Half-Life 2 MMod. I just wanted to make sure that I got that out of the way. You can look that up. It's a pretty good mod. You know, it just kind of enhances Half-Life 2. It doesn't really add anything major, but it just kind of adds some small things. Stays within the canon fine. It's basically just a slightly better version of Half-Life 2. So definitely go check that out. I'm not going to link it in the description or anything because it's really just background footage, but you can look it up, and it's pretty good. So, but that's not really what I wanted to talk about. What I wanted to talk about was, this game. So, I am not good at staying on track. 3 minutes in, I haven't even talked about what I want to talk about. So, assuming you've gone and seen the trailer, like I know all the YouTubers of planet Earth do, they go and they watch things when other YouTubers tell them. They definitely stop the video they're watching to go watch another one. That's what they always do. I know that's what I always do. Hashtag sarcasm. But, you know, assuming you've seen them, I wanted to talk about the song in the trailer by TLT. So, you know, obviously the game is being made by a Half-Life 2 modding community, or at least someone who started in the Half-Life 2 modding community. It might be in the Source engine, I'm really not sure, but it looks really cool. But it hasn't gotten quite as much buzz, at least that end of things hasn't, but it's also got music made by TLT, the Living Tombstone, who's done a lot of remixes of different indie game songs, made his own songs Five Nights at Freddy's, I think is really the big thing he really did, and he's done a couple Minecraft things too. I haven't really checked them out. Baldi, I think he's done a couple Baldi songs. You know, he's done some different things. And sort of mostly he does songs about indie horror games, and it's cool. Now he's doing a game soundtrack with original songs for a game from the Half-Life 2 modding community. It's very well known in the modding community. Nightmare House, and now there's a game made by the same people. Only it's a full-length game, a full-on game, and not a mod. Even though the mod, I think, was pretty much a full-length game. But, you know, So he's doing that, and that's got a lot of attention. I would like to see the actual. I don't know. I'm just gonna stop talking about that. But the song that he does in his little trailer is really cool. It's really cool. It's creepy. It's disturbing. It's weird. The trailer's really cool, but the song's lyrics are confusing, which is really nothing new for TLT. He or any people like him, that these people, they don't always make their lyrics very clear. But the lyrics are particularly a little confusing. But the thing is taking a look at the lyrics, it's kind of difficult to hear exactly what they say. But I've been listening to them a little bit, and I think I might know not only what they say, but what it might mean. Now, lyrics go something. Well, I'm just gonna let you hear it first, just to make sure you have heard the song. So you just hear it, and you see what you think is being said, and then I'll tell you what I think, and then I'll let you listen to it again, and then I'll explain what I think the lyrics that I think they are mean. Was that too much for you? A little too confusing? Yeah, me too. Well, anyways, let's just do it. Alright, so I personally think the lyrics go something like this. Remember when you're young, you... Why have I just forgotten? When you're young, you remember when you're young, you surrender to the wrong crimes and settle every happy. So simple. Now, I don't know if that sounded confusing to you, but it definitely sounded confusing to me. Not only are the lyrics a little difficult to hear, but they're also confusing as heck to figure out. But I think I might have an idea of what it actually means. And there is some potential symbolism, like the mannequin at this shot, who looks like he might be holding a knife. I can't tell. But it did get me thinking, what if this is all about a person who killed someone, and they're dealing with the consequences of that and the insanity? And, I mean, think about it. Like, is this kind of a person who was a serial killer for a while, or murdered someone just because they wanted to, or something along those lines? And now they're kind of suffering from that, you know, and kind of an idea that might be what it is. Now think about it, okay? Remember when you're young, sort of the past coming back to haunt you, which definitely seems like it would be fitting for an indie horror game. So remember when you're young, you surrender to the wrong crimes. Surrender to the wrong crimes. Well, every crime is wrong. But what are the worst crimes? And that would be murder. And the worst reason for murder would be just because you feel like it. That really is basically the worst crime a human being can do. Kill another human being just for the heck of it. That really is the worst crime. You know, there's not even any gain from it. That really is the worst crime, when you really think about it, or the wrong crime, in a sense. So that's kind of an idea for what the wrong crime could mean. It definitely fits in very much with that. And settle every happy. Doesn't that just sound like a serial killer has this need to do that? It's like, it just kind of sounds like it's just a little too fitting. Now, I admit I could be completely wrong, and this could just be a bunch of nonsense that I'm coming up with. Or I could be completely right and, you know, be like exact right on the nose about what's going on. And honestly, I think I'm probably completely wrong. That makes more sense, and it's a little bit more consistent with myself to be completely wrong about practically everything. But, you know, I don't know. It's an idea I had, and I just kind of wanted to share it, kind of talk about it, and kind of put it out there. So, yeah. And also, I also wanted to say, please add subtitles to the video so people can know what the heck you're saying. Please, I would appreciate that. Thank you, TLT, if you're watching, which you probably aren't, but I'm just saying that anyways. Please add subtitles to the video, and thank you. Hope you enjoyed the video, I guess. Just kind of talking about this, kind of an interesting idea. One quick little thing I also wanted to talk about from the trailer is the fact that you're carrying a shard of glass, which is pretty cool. It's kind of like your weapon. I assume you can use it as a weapon and not just to cut caution tape. That would definitely be in fitting with Nightmare House and Nightmare House 2, or at least, yeah, it would be. I haven't played those mods, but I have downloaded Nightmare House 2. I'm planning on playing it sometime soon. Probably not on the channel, and just by myself, but it looks really cool, and I'm definitely going to be checking that out. And I might be playing the game in sound mind. I might be playing that when it comes out on the channel. I might not, but we'll see. So that's kind of that. But I did want to bring up the fact that the shard of glass that you hold is that you see a ghost behind you. Ooh, it's a ghost behind you that you're reflecting. But what if it's actually reflecting you, and you're getting a reflection of the monster you really are? Just kind of an interesting idea. Sort of some fun symbolic stuff that you could see with this kind of interpretation. And it might not even have a proper interpretation. The story might be completely subjective for all I know. I really don't know. And I haven't played Nightmare House 2. Maybe it's connected to Nightmare House and its story. I don't really know what the story is. Please do not spoil it. I've been told it's best to play it blind, so I'm gonna try to do that. But, maybe it's connected to that story. Maybe it's completely unconnected to that story completely. I don't know. I really don't know. But, it looks really cool, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. And those are just some kind of thoughts and theories about what the song could mean and what the story could be. And definitely go check it out. It looks really cool. Go put it on your Steam wish list and follow it and watch the trailers and all that stuff. It looks really cool. And I'm definitely going to be following it and, checking it out because it looks pretty cool. So, yeah. And I think that's pretty much it. And with that, I think I can probably take my leave. Yeah. Goodbye.